Hi, Baz Luhrmann. Thanks for talking to Triple J.
I would always talk to Triple J because, do you know, Triple J, when no one wanted to play Sunscreen,
Yeah.
I went down to the arts show and I went on there and no one wanted to play that album at all. And I played it and boom, the switchboard lit up. And pretty much that happened all over the world. So the whole of that album, I owe to Triple J.
Well,
Plus I used to listen to Triple J all the time.
And music does play a big part in all your movies, including The Great Gatsby.
Sure.
Do you find it difficult to listen to popular music nowadays without sort of getting a cinematic thoughts in your head and relating it back to movies?
Look, really, but it came from the book. Everything, whatever people are saying, everything we did in that film came from the book. Fitzgerald put African-American street music called jazz front and center in that book. So I go, well, we've got to do that, but it isn't going to give you the same danger and immediacy. So there's another African-American street music, and you guys haven't heard of this. It's called hip-hop, right?
No, again.
And I thought...
Are you writing all this down?
Yeah, right,
Yes,
take
I am.
notes.
Okay.
And I thought, what if we do a weave between traditional jazz and hip-hop? And in this film, I worked with Jay-Z, but I also worked...
Who's that? Sorry, I haven't heard of.
Yeah, there's a guy... he does this thing called rap. It's an American genre.
Right.
And anyway,
Celebration bitches or something like
yeah,
that?
in with this new genre called rap,
Yeah.
he'd be what you call the chairman of the board.
I see. How'd you go working with Lana Del Rey? You co-wrote Young and Beautiful, is that right?
No, I did not co-write it. She co-wrote it actually with Rick Knowles, and then I worked with her on recording the vocal.
Right.
So I'm in the studio a lot. I mean, when it comes to that part of it, I'm actually at the desk. I mix, I produce, but I also work with the greats. You know, work with, pick someone. I pretty much work with them. Pick me someone.
Elton John.
Yeah, very much. In fact, I wrote a song with Elton John for Australia.
We're running out of time, unfortunately.
Pick
but
someone else.
What-
Try.
Angry Anderson.
On a charity gig once, I think.
Really?
Really? Wow, that's great. KoRn? Have you ever worked with KoRn?
No, I have not worked with KoRn.
Okay.
They are a band, right?
They are a band. They're a big band.
I knew
The K's
that.
back. I know the
just
R's
kidding.
backwards.
I'm just kidding. They're good.
Okay.
Good, I like KoRn.
During the filming of the movie, it was of course filmed in Sydney. I walked behind you down Crown Street
Did you? That's creepy.
during that. How did that affect your portrayal of Daisy Buchanan and the film?
Yeah, you know, I carried that moment in that Gatsby is somewhat of a weird stalker.
Yeah.
And I felt that presence behind me and I thought, that's weird.
I felt like it was real. It was a
Yeah.
real moment that we
So
shot.
thank you. You informed my character.
How much research did you do into the 20s and being a flapper and all that kind of stuff?
We did. We had a lot of time, so we did an awful lot. And Baz and CM do an awful lot. So the entire room was covered in pictures, and the entire book was basically written out in different ways on the wall.
Like a serial killer's bedroom.
Yeah. It was. We were all a little bit frightened.
Like 1 hour photo. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like 1 hour photo. Their research rooms do kind of resemble a 1 hour photo.
Great.
Yeah.
And then the murder is just pulling off a really nice film.
Yeah.
Great. And what's next for you? You're in the KoRn Brothers film we're going to get later in the year.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's set in 1960s in Greenwich Village in New York, and it's sort of the folk scene before the folk scene got huge.
Are you singing in the film as well?
I sing a little bit in the
You sing a
film.
little bit.
Yeah.
The obvious question is your lovely husband, Marcus Mumford, great folk singer, great friend of Triple J. Did he help you at all? Did he give you insights into the scene?
You know, I had a lot of help from everyone. Marcus worked he was associate producer on the soundtrack with T-Bone Burnett, and Justin Timberlake plays my husband in the movie. So there was a good crowd of musicians that I casually stood back and observed.
Just finally, Carey, we put the questions out on Twitter, asked people for questions for you. Andrew wants to know if you'd ever go back to Doctor Who if you got the chance.
Oh my
If your character
goodness.
was revived.
I love doing Doctor Who. It's so much fun to do, and running around to TARDIS is like a dream acting day for me. So maybe.
Maybe. Well, thanks for chatting to Triple J, Carey, and
Thank
we'll
you.
see you again.
Awesome.